PB chief David Dualot received a cheque for £100,000 from a group called Hibernation. What for? To do absolutely nothing. Mr. Dualot was surprised this morning by an unwelcome press storm following the delivery of the oversized cheque, which came with an unusual request to pledge to do nothing for just 1 week. Many are confused by this odd publicity stunt, especially at a time of financial hardship for a country on slow recovery from a triple-dip recession. No one from PB was able to join us, but we do have the following statement. So, who are this group and why do they think that the leader of one of Britain's big 6 energy companies, who earns many times the average salary, deserves a bonus of this magnitude? I'm joined by Sasha from the group that calls themselves Hibernation to find out more. Welcome, Sasha.
Hello.
So, you have the eyes of the world's media. Tell me more about your movement.
Well, first of all, it's important to say that this has been orchestrated by a radical element of the Hibernation movement and does not represent the views of the entire community. Hibernation is a community of over 250,000 people worldwide from a diverse and...
Sasha, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but we're slightly short on time. Can you tell me where this money came from and why doing nothing is important to your group?
Yeah, well, this particular campaign focused on the activities of Mr. Dualot, as it was felt that his hyperactive activities were detrimental to the environment. PB has a history of destructive, financially lucrative actions, which have been studied by prominent environmental groups who have exposed...
Let's not get into that. Can you tell me where the money came from?
Okay, so Mr. Dualot was selected via an online poll on our site, and members were invited to pledge £1 or more. Over 80,000 people took part, and the most common pledge was just £1.
Is this the start of a bigger campaign? Have you identified your next victim?
I don't think the word victim is appropriate in this context. 100,000 is a sum that few will see in a lifetime, and Mr. Dualot is being invited to spend his time as he chooses, again, a scarce luxury. However, in answer to your question, Christine, no, this will not be our focus. Hibernation is not just for high-profile CEOs, and our priority is changing the lives of ordinary people. For example, we have the Robinson family, who has made a very considered decision to kickstart Hibernation by severing their addiction to electricity, TV and internet. They have physically cut the cables.
That doesn't sound like the actions of ordinary people, as you call it.
Well, the Robinsons made the decision as a family. Research has shown that a break from technological distractions and a slowing down can be beneficial to one's health, increase creativity and contribute to a more sustainable world. You don't have to be as extreme as that, though. What a lot of people do is say, I'm going to give up internet for a week, or even just an hour.
As Sasha says, this movement is not just for high-profile CEOs and radical interventions. Earlier, we went with Maureen Davies, a community worker from Manchester, who works tirelessly and mainly on a voluntary basis. So how long are you hibernating for?
I'm supposed to do 5 days. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself, really.
Yeah?
For 5 days.
You got no plans then about what to do?
Well, I did think I'd get some knitting done. Because what's the same face up the street? She's got another one on the way, like 4th Burn. So I thought I'd get some knitting ahead of her. But apparently that's working. I can't even bait for the Rotary because that's work. So I don't know. Might have to put my feet up and watch a bit of Jezza Kyle, you know.
Well, it sounds like
they had a certificate on there or something, and one of the little brownies, little Jessica, she comes up to me and she says that we've all voted something about hibernation, like squirrels do.
yeah, like squirrels.
So I better get eating then, get my winter weight on. So yeah.
Great.
Yes, this is a really positive story and just the kind of thing we're about. In Maureen's case, it came with support from her community, but we also encourage people to act on an individual basis, to plan a hibernation, whether that be for a minute or for 6 months, to really think about what's important and which elements of this manic modern life we wish to keep, i.e. healthy and sustainable for future generations. The term duvet day is taking on increasing acceptability, and this is a symptom of the hyperactive lifestyle. Last winter, once again, London was shut down during the heavy snow. What was in the news next morning? The financial loss to the nation, a supposed £1 billion. This is just the kind of negative intimidation strategy we have come to expect from those who run this world, including, I might say, the media.
So are you arguing the validity of these figures?
I'm merely saying that there are other things to take into account. The reduced carbon footprint of shutdown, the reduction of stress, perhaps even saved marriages.
So perhaps you should introduce a new calculation.
Absolutely, someone should. But we really know this. We know it uses less energy. We know it's more healthy. I think the hibernation installations are an excellent example of creatively bringing that message out to our communities.
Yes, we visited the streets of Penryn in Cornwall earlier today, so let's see how the community reacts to these performative interventions. Hi there. Do you have a nice sleep?
Yeah.
Why are you sleeping in the middle of the road?
Well, she sleep.
Ah, okay.
Just free, the beanbag, fall asleep. Now, sorry, I'm not very good in the morning. Do you know what time it is?
About 10:30.
Okay. Nothing busy anyway, I'll be good.